What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. We've got the wild card round for you, and if you've never been here before, hopefully you're in for a treat. We are going to break down all 4 games, all 8 pitchers, and then we're going to look at some of the batters that we like in those games. So if you've been with us before or the past week or so, we've only done like top 5s, but we're going to break down each game. So I've been waiting all day. We know who the pitchers are now. It's been confirmed. It's an all-day thing. We got 4 games today. We've got 4 games on Wednesday, and then we got games on Thursday if need be for the best of 3 series. So we're going to break it down for you. If you've never been here before, please do me a couple of things. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification. On these videos, if you could hype them up or like them or watch the ads a couple of times, that would help us out just as well. We try to have giveaways every single day, 2 to be exact. Here's how you could win right now. All you got to do is like this video, be a subscriber to this channel, and leave a comment on the video. You do all 3 of those, and this video right here gets a minimum of 50 likes. You will have a shot at a free week of FTA+. Now, that is a week of all sports. So current sports in season, MLB, NASCAR, PGA, MMA, and NFL. And obviously, NBA is in 3 weeks, I think, which is wild to think about. But anyway, if this video gets a minimum of 100 likes, you'll have a chance at a free month, 150 likes, a free year, 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a $500 lifetime pass. Second way to win. Somewhere in this video, there will be a keyword or a key phrase. Be on the lookout for it, type it in, and have your second shot. So our last MLB video did come back on September 26th. We did not hit 50 likes. We had 43 likes. So this will just be for a keyword winner. Now, if you are chosen, we'll see what the keyword was, and we'll see. There you go. Lawrence. Yeah, so the keyword was cut off in that video, but I posted a comment, and I pinned that comment as cut off. So congratulations, Lawrence. You know the drill. Please email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. Say you are the 926 video keyword winner, and then let me know your username on our website. So, that being said, we are going to look at a couple of things. We're going to go game by game. We're going to break that down. Then we're going to do other segments. We're going to do our matchup tool. All the batters have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through the first 10,000 sims because we've already done 10,000 simulations for you. After that, we're going to do pitches be crazy. So we're going to look at the bottom 5 teams in these 8 teams, their strikeout rates, and then the pitcher going against them. And then we're going to look at some of the bets. Now, I'm going to let you know right now, we're going to go easy on it because, again, you'll see. We'll talk about it at the end. So, that being said, let's rock and roll. So, we'll just kind of look at the weather real quick. Ballpark factors, not a ton of great weather options. Progressive Field, Detroit at Cleveland, the wind is blowing in. Negative 17% chance of home runs. Wrigley, the wind is blowing in. San Diego and Chicago Cubs, minus 26% chance. You got the wind blowing in at Yankee Stadium, Boston Yankees, plus 1%. And then Dodger Stadium, Cincinnati at LA, the wind is blowing out. 8% chance for home runs in that game. So, that being said, we are going to look first game, Detroit at Cleveland. Still can't believe how badly Detroit actually just lost everything. It's weird that they're going up against Cleveland, who won the division, so they stole it. They screwed themselves, really. You got Skubal versus Gavin Williams. Now, Skubal has absolutely shoved this year in, I believe, 4 games. 4 games against Cleveland. He's averaging 33.7 fantasy points per game on DraftKings. Basically, on DraftKings, you're looking for about 25 minimum, but 30 plus there on Fanduel, about 45 to 50. Speaking of Fanduel, as of October 1st, Fanduel is banned in my state. I've been able to play it since 2019. Now I can only do free games. I can't do cash. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, awesome. Neat. Anyway. So the keyword of the day, we're going to put banned. That will be the keyword. So, I mean, he's 28 innings, 16 hits, 2 earned runs, 40 strikeouts in those games. I mean, he's absolutely just dominant. He was supposed to pitch Sunday, but obviously they did get in the they needed him. They knew they need him for a wild card. Then you got Gavin Williams. So we look at Gavin Williams. He comes in, coming off 2 back-to-back 30-plus games, one against this exact team in Detroit. Splits-wise, he's faced them 3 times, 30.4 fantasy points, 2 earned runs, 29 strikeouts. So they have been in a great spot here. Now, Detroit has struggled down the road since, I think it was July. Gavin Williams is a cheap option there, but I think they're both good options. Obviously, Skubal is your number one, but Gavin Williams at $7K is very, very interesting to me. Now, if we look at the bats in this one, if we're just going based off bats and we are looking at Detroit Tigers bats against Gavin Williams, I would look at Kerry Carpenter. I would look at Spencer Torkelson. I would look at Riley Green. I think they're going to be in there. Obviously, best of three. Couple of cheaper options depending on the lineup that comes out. Winseal Perez you could look at, and maybe a little bit of Parker Meadows as well. Now, again, wait for the lineups to come out. Luckily, this one is the early game at 12:08, so we should be good here. We kind of just got to see the lineups that come out. Now, if I'm looking at the Guardians bats against Skubal, a lefty who has absolutely dominated them this year, Jose Ramirez, I usually like to take him against lefties. I would take him. The other ones I do like are all lefties, though, but you could look at a little bit of Stephen Kwan. He does hit lefties this year. Angel Martinez you could look at. Joaquin Noel, Big Christmas. He's a big right-handed bat that usually smashes lefties. I don't trust them. Obviously, I absolutely love Skubal in this one. So we'll move to San Diego at Chicago. Again, the wind is blowing in. We've got Nick Pivetta versus Matthew Boyd. So looking at this one, we've got Pivetta going against the Cubs. Splits wide. Now you can see he has faced them twice this year. 2 games started, 13.9 fantasy points per game, 9 innings, 4 earned runs, 10 strikeouts. Not really ideal. You look at him when he pitches on the road this year. He's got a 355, so he has been worse on the road. Now the wind is blowing in, but the past couple of games, like 11.4 against Milwaukee, 5.2 innings. The pitches are 100 plus. He's just not been ideal right now. He's walking people. Strikeouts are kind of, been a little bit lower. The earned runs are there at 3 earned runs per game the last couple of games. Scares me a little bit here, especially at his price of $7,500. Then you got Matthew Boyd. I thought it was going to be Amanaga, but, we'll see. But he has struggled. Like, he had a very good start to the year. But you can see he's, 5 innings, 3, 5, 7, 6, 5, 80, basically 85-ish pitches right around there. He's going up against a great San Diego team. Now, San Diego, I'll tell you this, they do hit better against righties than lefties, so maybe we give a boost to that as well. But you look at the splits. He has faced San Diego twice this year, 16.2 innings, 11 hits, only 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. When he pitches at home, he's got a 251. When he pitches on the road, he has a 390, so he has been better. I think a lot of people are going to be all over San Diego, but Matt Boyd at 6,500 is very interesting to me. You're able to do a lot with both of those. Like if you went Boyd and Williams at 7,000 and 6,500, that is very intriguing. Not saying it's going to work, but it's 4 games. You gotta do what you can do. You gotta try to beat the competition by using some plays that they might not. Now everyone's going to be on Tariq Skubal. Everyone's going to be on Garrett Crochet. I get that. Make multiple lineups. Look at Matt Boyd. Look at Gavin Williams there. Now, if I'm looking at San Diego bats against Matt Boyd in this situation, I'm looking at Manny Machado. I'm looking at Tatis. I'm looking at Ryan O'Hearn. I would look at a little bit of Jackson Merrill. I'm probably going to take a look, depending. Xander Bogaerts, if he's in there, I do not mind him. He's a righty bat against a lefty. I could see big things out of him. Now, if we're looking at Cubs bats against Nick Pivetta, I'm interested in Michael Busch, who's been absolutely on fire this last series of the year. Seiya Suzuki has come around the last series as well. Dansby Swanson, I would look at. Kyle Tucker is an interesting pick. He's obviously used to the playoffs. You could throw him in there. And Pete Crow Armstrong came around this last series as well. So the hot-hitting Cubs come into this game against Nick Pivetta, where I think people are going to be on Pivetta, but I think you could look at a little bit of the Cubs here as well. Again, 4 games, you got to get creative a little bit. So I think the second biggest one is going to be Boston at the Yankees. Crochet versus Fried. Now, both are battle of the lefties. I think they're 1 and 2. I think Fried's top 5 right-handed or starting pitchers this year. Just starting pitchers, not right-handed. Now, Garrett Crochet, 259 ERA, 255 strikeouts, 103 whip. Splits, he has faced the Yankees 4 times this year. He's averaged 29.3 fantasy points per game. 10 earned runs, 5 home runs allowed, but still dominating them. So you look at his pitches. When he's on the road, he's got a 225, so he has actually been better on the road. That's what scares me a little bit. Now, fully expect. I've heard rumblings that Ben Rice is going to be out of this game. He's not good against lefties. So a big bat who's been on fire is not starting the game. Now, if the Yankees can get to him early and get to this bullpen, I think they have a really good shot at this. So the bats that I would use for the Yankees, obviously I love Garrett Crochet. I think we're going to use him multiple times, multiple lineups. Don't worry about that. But if you want to go a little bit different, I got you. I would look at Aaron Judge. I would look at Giancarlo Stanton, playoff Stanton, October Stanton. I understand a couple of days away, Giancarlo Stanton is in there, okay? I would also look at Cody Bellinger, who has hit lefties well this year. Another one I would look at, Paul Goldschmidt's probably starting. I think he's batting .331 against lefties this year, so he's an interesting pick for me. I think an interesting off-the-wall one that you might not think about is Ahmed Rosario or Jose Caballero. Now, I think Volpe's probably going to start because Boone loves Volpe, but if Ahmed Rosario is in there against a lefty, I don't mind that. Austin Slater is another one. Now, again, we'll have to wait for the lineups to be confirmed, but those are interesting picks to me. Now, if we look at Fried. So Fried has struggled this year, but he's also done really well as well. So he had a little bit of stretch here, faced the Cubs and had a blister, and then kind of just had a down August. Still came on strong late into August. Early against September, not much. He has faced Boston 3 times this year, still averaging 21.9 fantasy points a game, 4 earned runs, 22 strikeouts. Now, when he pitches at home this year, he's got a 247 compared to 328 on the road. So he's been everything is advertised. It'll just depend on if the Yankees can give him run support out there. Now, if you're going to go against Fried and you want to look at Boston bats, there are some that I'm very interested in here. Alex Bregman has been sick the past couple of games, or past couple of days. He traveled by himself to New York. He should be good to go. But think about that. He's sick. I don't know what he has. Be careful with that one. You could use Trevor Story. I don't mind Trevor Story whatsoever. Carlos Narvaez has just absolutely dominated the Yankees this year. Their former catcher. I would look at him. Depending. You could look at those two. Wilyer Abreu is an interesting pick here. Jarren Duran is also one. Romy Gonzalez. Interesting pick here. Again, we'll have to wait for the lineups to come out, but kind of watch that. I love Crochet here. I think more people are going to be on Crochet. Probably second best. I think Scooble's going to be 1. Crochet is going to be 2. Fried is interesting. He struggled against them once this year, but he's had some good games against him as well. Like I said, if they can get to the bullpen, the Yankees have a chance in Game 1. With Lucas Giolito being out probably for the rest of the year with an elbow injury, Boston's falling apart at the wrong time. It just depends. Now, the Yankees won 8 straight to end the season. They tied for the division, but didn't have the tiebreaker, so they're really hot. This is one where you ride the hot hand there, because had they won the division and had the week off, sometimes it's iffy there. So continue the hot streak there. Everyone's going to be on Boston, I think, but Yankees are interesting to me. And then we've got the last game. We've got Cincy at LA. The fact that Cincinnati, their last 80 games, they went 40-40, and they still beat the Mets for the playoffs, which is wild to say. But we do have Blake Snell, and we do have Hunter Green. So we look at Blake Snell. Comes in, bad game against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Really good game, bad, mid, good. Splits-wise, he has not faced Cincy this year. In his career, this season, he's averaging 20.3, and when he pitches at home, he's got a 1.17 ERA compared to a 4.30. I honestly don't think Cincy's one of those teams where they have spurts where they score a ton of runs give run support to the pitching, and then there's games where I think they have the most amount of losses from scoring 2 runs or less, or they have the most amount of games this year scoring 2 runs or less and losing. It was a weird stat. I don't think they have a chance against the Dodgers, but it would be awesome to see the Dodgers lose here. Blake Snell, though, in a great spot. They have not seen him this year. He pitches very well at home. Then you got Hunter Green. Hunter Green can toss. He's faced the Dodgers once this year, went 5 innings, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 2 home runs, or 3 earned runs, 3 Ks, really didn't do much, 6.4 fantasy points. When he pitches on the road this year, he's got a 4.81, throws it hard, comes in great. I don't think a lot of people are going to be on him. numbers say take Snell and the Dodgers. Hunter Green has struggled this year against them in the one start, but he is interesting to me, but I don't like that he's 8,200. Now, if you're going to go off of those pitchers and you're going to go batters, Ellie De La Cruz, I would look at. You could look at Tyler Stevenson against a lefty. I don't mind. You could look at Ke'Bryan Hayes a little bit. Miguel Andujar is interesting to me. Andujar has faced Snell before when he was with the Yankees, so he's seen him a little bit. Kind of the same thing with Jose Trevino. Now, I don't know what the starting lineup's going to be, who the Reds are going to throw out there for catcher, because they have Trevino and they have Tyler Stevenson that they could go with. Noelvi Marte is another interesting option for me. Now, we look at the Dodgers going up against Hunter Green. Shohei Ohtani's number 1. Freddie Freeman's number 2. No, I wouldn't go Conforto. I'd go Ohtani, Freeman, Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, maybe Andy Pages, or maybe we got Tommy Edman, playoff Tommy Edman coming back. We'll see what he does there. But looking at this, I love Snell. I'm interested in Green, but only for tournaments here. But again, it's 4 games. You're pretty much only doing tournaments. So that being said, we are going to go through the 10,000 sims, all the batters, 10 out of 10 matchup rating. There's not a lot. The record's 38. Number 1 is Manny Machado, and number 2 is Xander Bogaerts. That is it. And then we have 2 9s, Tatis and Cronenworth. That is it. If you want to see all of them, under the MLB tab right here, you've got our matchup tool, which you can find through 10,000 sims. There's not much. It's not the best out there. Okay, so now we're going to do pitches be crazy. Now, like I said, these are the bottom 5 teams on this slate that strike out and the pitchers going against them. So the number 1 is Garrett Crochet at the Yankees. The Yankees strike out 9.03 times per game, 8.35 at home. Number 2 is Gavin Williams versus the Tigers. The Tigers strike out 8.98 times per game, 9.26 on the road. Number 3, Max Fried versus Boston. Boston strikes out 8.76 times per game, 9.65 on the road. Number 4 is Blake Snell versus the Reds. The Reds strike out 8.73 times per game, 9.02 on the road. And number 5, finally, Hunter Green at the Dodgers. The Dodgers strike out 8.35 times per game, but they only strike out 7.51 times at home. So there you have it. That is the Pitches Be Crazy segment. It is now time to do Makin Bacon. Now, with this, we're sports betting. So we're going to look at them. There's not a ton, but we'll see. So these are some of the batters I think you should target for sports betting for this 4-game slate. Not a ton, but maybe look at 2+ bases. You could do 1+ hit. You could do RBIs. You could parlay that into like a 3-man home run parlay if you want. It's up to you. Number 1 is Manny Machado. 2 is Fernando Tatis Jr. 3 is Aaron Judge. 4 is Shohei Ohtani. 5 is Michael Busch. 6 is Kerry Carpenter. 7 is Stephen Kwan. 8, Jackson Merrill. 9, Freddie Freeman. And 10 is Pete Crow Armstrong. And then the pitching part of this, strikeout-wise, I don't love this. Blake Snell, if you could find a line for 7+, maybe 6+ to 7+ strikeouts, I would look at that. Garrett Crochet against the Yankees, 8+ strikeouts would not surprise me. Hunter Green versus the Dodgers, 7+ to 8+. And then Skubal versus the Guardians, 7+ to 8+ strikeouts is what I would look at there. So there you have it. That is the breakdown of the beginning of the 2025 wild card. I cannot believe we are already in to the postseason. It's wild. This season, I feel like, flew by. A ton of you guys are new to the channel this year, and I've appreciated each and every one of you. We're on the cusp of getting 12,500 YouTube subscribers. I hope by the time the 2026 MLB season starts, we're up to 13,000 subscribers. It would be awesome if we could get to 15,000, but it will be up to the audience to join. But that my goal is, if we can get to 15,000 YouTube subs before the start of the season, which basically is 6 months away, 6.5 months, I'm going to give away a couple of lifetime passes. So that being said, that's what I've got for you. Make sure you go check out all of our NFL content. We got a ton of videos going out pretty much almost every other day. The next NFL video will be the Thursday night breakdown for the showdown there. Very excited for that. You can see the breakdown articles for NFL right here on the screen. But yeah, we've got a ton of ways to win free content. It's $10 a week to join. It's $30 a month, so $1 a day gets you all sports. So go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Good luck with the wild card. And as always, bring home some bacon. Peace.